Today we're gonna be working on Leetcode question number 117. Populating next right pointers in each node, part 2. So it's very similar to the previous question where we had to actually uh, link the uh, next of every single node to the right, but this time we are not like we it's not provided that the tree is gonna be a perfectly binary tree. So given the binary tree, we have the node with the value left, right, and next. Populate each next pointer to point to its next right node. If there is no next right node, the next pointer should be set to null. Initially, all pointers are set to null. So this figure, if we have been given the figure A, we have to convert it to figure B. Okay, the way we're gonna be doing it is kind of similar to the previous question, but there will be a few changes here, especially because we are not sure. There is a possibility that we don't have a node does not have a left node, but a node does have a right node, so we need to be aware of that. So initially we're going to be starting with that the node is basically a variable which will help us traverse through the route, like this binary tree. And the method we're going to be using is the like level by level. It's a breadth first search approach. So once we do have a node which is basically gonna point to the root, and then while we have this node, we're gonna uh, create a node called current, which is equal to dummy, which is gonna be equal to node 0. So it's a dummy node. We need both of them because so this current or dummy, what it represents is the first node. uh, it represents the next, like the node of the next level, a level below the 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 node represented by the node. So current is gonna be the next level, and the node is gonna be the level we are at. So now while we have this node, right, we're gonna check if the node dot left exists. If the node dot left exists, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna say that our uh, current is actually the current dot next is actually the node current dot next is actually the node dot left. So the current we're gonna initialize with the current as a dummy node, and then the next is gonna be the leftmost part of it if it exists. If it exists, it's gonna be the leftmost part of it, and then we gonna say that we wanna move to that position. So current is equal to current dot next. Okay. Similarly, let's say if the node dot right exists, right? If the node dot right exists, we're gonna do the same thing there. The current dot next is gonna become equal to the node dot right, and then we're gonna say that the current needs to move forward. Current is equal to current dot next. Okay, and in the end, we're gonna go to the next node to the right. So the node is gonna be equal to node dot right. So we're gonna keep doing that until we are done with the current level, because every single time we are going to the right, so there will be a time when there is no right node, and then we're gonna be done. Then after that we're gonna say that the node is now equal to dummy dot next. Because the dummy was actually the we started it was a copy of current, and the current kept moving, and then the first one was like, because if the left existed, it's gonna be the dummy is gonna be dummy dot next is gonna be that left. If it did not exist and only the right existed, then the dummy dot next is gonna be the right. So we this will actually take us to the leftmost node of the next level. So once we have that, we come out of it, we're gonna be returning the root. So we have an error here. So initially we said that the root no, we have a node so that we can iterate through uh, the tree. Then we said while we have the node, the current which is going to be equal to dummy, which is going to be equal to a new node. Okay, while we have that node, we're going to say that if the node dot left does exist, the current dot next needs to be that node dot left, and then we're gonna say that the current should go to the next one. Okay, if the node dot right exists, we're gonna say that the current dot next is gonna be equal to current dot node dot right. Okay, and then we have to go to the next. The current has to go to the next node, and then we said that the node, this should be node dot next, not the right one. Sorry about that. Yep. And it works.